Heyo, what's going on everybody? It's your boy Potter with Grandmaster Bricks, back with another video, back home after Brick Rodeo 2023. As you can see behind me, we've got a lot of the leftover remnants of the mock, everything that I need to continue to sort after I finish making this video. But man, I'm just going to be recapping everything today. It's not as much about the mocks as it is about the traveling, the personal experience. So I thought I would have a lot more footage as well. I don't, but I was a little bit more busy enjoying myself in the moment. I do have footage, just not as much as I had anticipated, but we're going to make it work. And we're just going to be talking about everything Brick Rodeo. Basically, my entire experience, start to finish. The goal, I guess you could say, of Brick Rodeo, if there was a goal, was to just publicly display a Lego mock, have a Lego vacation, if you will, and then also just meet people in the Lego community. And I feel like that all of that was a huge success, huge learning opportunities, everything I got to do, see, experience. As well, I did recruit some team members. It was a lot more fun with them. I still would have gone, but they made it so much better. So big thank you to them. I had Ricky. He was basically my co-designer. He is a work buddy of mine, and just going back and forth and deciding how we were going to do it, all the little details. Huge shout out to him co-designing with me. And then as well, I had my buddy Steven. We called him the master electrician. He helped with the wiring, the lights, and just overall morale. So it was a big team effort. So just a lot of fun. Not a major objective, but just to display it and have fun. And the feedback, the overall experience was 10 out of 10. None of us had ever displayed a mock before, so that was an extremely fun learning experience. I think speaking for all of us. Logistics of traveling with a mock. So I am on the internet a lot. I have seen some people travel with their creations. No two mocks are the same, so they don't really separate the same, they don't build the same, they don't package the same. So just one of those things, gathering from different things I've seen on the internet. I feel like I kind of picked the best method for the mock that we had, being able to basically have it on Mills plates, separate it, and then add the detail once we got there. I had a somewhat of a organization toolbox and just was able over the 2 days to assemble it all. So I feel like it just worked out really well. Being at Brick Rodeo, getting to see people unload and load all of their creations, just getting extra ideas for next year. Some people's was not able to be taken apart. Some people traveled across the country with theirs. Some it disassembled perfectly. Some just fit into a box perfectly. So lots and lots of different techniques, and I'm definitely taking notes for next year. So moving into the actual trip, we left on Thursday morning. We decided to take a rental between the three of us, just wanting to have a little bit more room with the mock and everything. We got a Jeep, and it was a really nice rental. Rentals are definitely the way to go. Though we had a hiccup, or I guess you could call awesome learning opportunity. I've been with people who have rented cars, but personally I've never rented a car. And so there was a little bit of back and forth. So if you've ever rented a car, you know. I won't even get into the details, but it ended up working out. Got a great rental. And so we drove from San Antonio to the Houston area. It took about 3 hours, so it was a nice little drive. We, of course, stopped at Buc-ee's. And then the city that the actual Brick Rodeo was in was Sugar Land, about southwest of Houston, about 20 minutes southwest. And it was extremely nice. I had no clue where we were going, like, or what it looked like. So once we arrived, it was very, very nice. The hotel was actually across from the town square, and it almost kind of felt like the town hall, and it almost felt like Back to the Future vibes. And everything was made out of the same brick. The roads were extremely nice. There were no logos on buildings. Overall, it was an extremely nice town. And so once we got there, we checked right in. And of course, after we checked in, we went straight to the Galleria. I'd never been, maybe when I was a kid, but I don't really remember too well. And so in my adulthood, I've never been to the Galleria. And man, it was massive. for such a massive mall. The Lego store was actually extremely small, extremely cute. The BAM was actually loaded with a lot of good stuff, so we spent a few minutes, got some good stuff out of there. And so once we finished up at the Galleria doing a little bit of touristy things, we went back to the convention, and there we started to set up, get everything ready. The convention floor felt so much bigger than the floor did last year in Austin. So I know they have it at different places back and forth, but the Houston location, the Houston Convention Center at the Marriott at Sugarland was big, was much bigger than I thought the one in Austin. So that was cool. Once we started to set up, we actually realized that we were on 2 tables that touched. And so they were uneven ever so slightly. So luckily I'd actually had a larger piece of wood that was 30 inches by 30 inches, which was the exact size of our mock. And I grabbed that from the car. We brought that, put that in the SUV, and we're able to slip it right underneath the tablecloth, so nobody even knew it was there. So it made our mock completely even, because if not, the water tiles were starting to separate, and so I felt that it just wasn't going to look as good as immersive, having a giant like fissure in the middle. So that was awesome. Little hindsight to a snafu that could have been kind of annoying, I guess. It wouldn't have ruined it, but I'm really glad I was able to think to bring that, so that was cool. Once we were getting everything set up, spent a few hours doing that, they had a draft pick. So turns out I missed out. I didn't buy the set early enough. The Lego store was out. The one in Galleria was out. The local Target was out. So I was just out of luck. Luckily, though, my buddy Ricky, he had a set, and so he participated in the draft pick. Watching that go down, I think I want to have my own draft pick with my own friends just for fun. Getting to see it go down was a lot of excitement, a lot of fun. And so, yeah, that was cool. That was a new experience. We had never done one of those before. So ending the night after that, the next day, Friday, we spent the majority of the day actually setting up. We were getting to know our neighbors. So on either side of us, we had some really cool people, some awesome people displaying mocks. And so that's one of the things when you're setting up, you get to know people, you get to talk, you get to watch other people set up. So that's a huge advantage to being there early, being there before the general public opens. As well, there were some awesome vendors. I was really excited to see Rock Brick Press, and I got a few things from him. I am doing a separate video for my overall haul of the Brick Rodeo time, so definitely look out for that video. I don't know if I've already posted or not, but after we were setting up, bought a few things, Steven actually took us to a really famous Persian restaurant, and so that was really awesome that he took the time to show us that. There is a lot of Persian culture in Houston, so getting to do those kind of touristy, travel-y things, I really do appreciate that, so that was cool. After that, we came back, worked on the mock some more. We were adding all the lights, and then we called it a night. And so the next day, it was going to be opening day. So Saturday and Sunday is open to the public, and that's when it got serious. There were 3 sessions on Saturday. There was about 800 people per session, plus another few hundred mock displayers. So in total, around 1,000 people in the convention area, and it was a lot of fun. So many smiling faces, so much interaction, getting to see everybody light up, looking at the mocks, walking around, getting to hear their thoughts, opinions, ideas. It was so fresh to me. I never experienced anything like that. So that was definitely a huge highlight of Brick Rodeo. Once the general public got there, so much energy, a lot of fun, got a lot of satisfaction out of publicly displaying my mock, just like I knew I would, but so much more than I had anticipated, so that was really cool. Later that day, my friends actually had to go back on Saturday. They had to go back for work for Sunday, so we said our goodbyes. They peaced out, and then actually my family came up. They were coming to see the mock, so that was really cool, getting the chance to have my friends experience it, and then also having my family come check it out. On that Saturday, later that day around 5 o'clock, I think, Jordan Paxton was having a talk. So at these Lego conventions, sometimes they have official Lego people come, and they'll have seminars and talks. And he is the community manager for Lego. So he came all the way from Bullen, Denmark, and he was having this talk about basically the communication between AFOLs and Lego, and a lot of cool topics. Getting to sit in. I never met or heard an official the Lego Group employee talk before, so that was a huge highlight of Brick Rodeo, getting to listen to him talk, getting to shake his hand at the end of the speech and thank him for his time. Saturday night was the Lights Out event, where they turn out the house lights and everybody's mocks who are lit up get shown off and start shining in the dark. I had some support from Game of Bricks. They had sent me some lighting, some LED strips along with bit lights, and we used those to custom light the mock underneath the water, and I thought it got a really cool effect, a really good turnout for what we had, the time, and yeah, the inexperience, because none of us had actually ever custom lit a mock before. So all in all, I think we did a fantastic job. One of the things during the Lights Out event was really cool. A woman and her daughter came up. They started talking to me. They liked my palm trees, having a conversation, not realizing who it was. A few moments later, realizing it was Liz P. Builds from Lego Masters. So that was really cool. She really liked my palm trees, getting to have that interaction, and she gave me a sticker afterwards. So that is a really cool highlight as well. Sunday was closing day. There were two public sessions, and they were 2 hours long. Last year, they were only an hour long. This year, they were 2 hours long. So I feel like it gave a lot more time to walk through, get to enjoy everything. It didn't feel as rushed. So that was pretty cool. Our mock was actually pretty near the front. So it was kind of one of the first tables people kind of wanted to walk to. Once they all filled up, people kind of funneled to the back and then made their way through. But yeah, having one of the first tables when you walked into Brick Rodeo was a really cool spot to have. Another highlight of Brick Rodeo was noticing, as time went on, underneath my plaque, people were leaving what they called appreciation tokens. So they were, whether they were printed, Lego pieces, custom printed, or brick built, they were leaving signs of appreciation if they liked your mock, if they thought it was really cool. So I actually got several. I got one printed tile that said fabulous. It was in like the Fabuland font, which I thought was really funny, by Bricks by Steve. Then I got a token by BBG, Brick Builders Guild. His name is Cody, so that was really cool. I did not know who the little controller was with the switch, the little smiley face, and the diamond. Turns out that came from Brett Lego, so I'll talk about him in a second. So that was a really cool surprise. I didn't know who that one came from for a long time, so I actually just found out. And yeah, those were just little surprises. So you kind of noticed underneath your name tag on the table, the display plaque, there were little tokens. So different ones, different people. So there was no rules, or it's just something that turns out people do just as fun. They take their own time, their own effort to get these tokens and leave them just for fun. And so I really lit up when I found that out. So I really like that. Now I want to have my own tokens and put them out. But yeah, so that was really cool. I really appreciated that. And kind of wrapping up, one of the biggest highlights kind of going down, the chance to have a brief moment to walk up to Beyond the Brick. And I got to meet Joshua from Beyond the Brick, watching their YouTube channel over the years, getting to talk to him for a brief moment and take a picture. That was really amazing, really cool. Then as well, I got to meet Brett Lego. Like I had mentioned, he is somebody I had followed for quite some time, somebody I had wanted to meet, and I had seen his display last year at Brick Rodeo, so getting the chance to hear him talk, he gave me kind of a tour of his 4 mocks of Johnny Thunder, getting to hear his passion, getting to hear all the little Easter eggs and different things about the Johnny Thunder mocks. Really cool. He had drawn from inspiration from different sets that were real sets. So all in all, that was amazing to get to meet him. Hopefully continue to see him at different Lego conventions and functions in the future. Then as well, like I had mentioned, getting to talk and listen to Jordan Paxton, the community manager. But then at the end, I was able to have another conversation with him. Once again, thanked him for his time, told him about hearing him talk, being the first time ever hearing a first official Lego employee talk. And then I was given his official minifigure. I was basically shaking afterwards after I walked away. I mean, my brain could not process it. I don't have any official signature minifigures, so the fact that that is the first one after listening to him talk just made it so much more special. You can sometimes buy them. They'll be on the secondary market, but you have to be given them by the person that they're made for. And it just makes it super unique, super special. It's going to be in my collection forever, never getting rid of it. And yeah, so overall, wrapping up, after that, the teardown, they did some awards. Teardown was extremely easy. I was able to throw everything in that one tote, break it all down. I'm going to continue this sorting process here, like I said, after the video. Just kind of knocking out all of these little things after coming back from Brick Rodeo, getting back into the swing of things, going back to work, getting all of the mock unloaded. So a lot of fun stuff from Brick Rodeo. Lots of learning experiences, learning lessons, things to look forward to, and memories that are going to last me forever. So I just, before Brick Rodeo was even over, me and my friends were already talking about next year, what we can do, other LEGO conventions. So I think it's safe to say we're going to be doing more, whether we do group mocks, whether we do all our own mocks next year. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, what the future can hold. So all in all, I hope you guys have gotten a little bit of value, a little bit of entertainment, a little bit of education from this video. Me just talking, kind of just going down a list of all the things I learned, my experiences, things that you can look forward to, things that you can know about. Maybe you're on the fence about wanting to display something or go to Brick Rodeo or any LEGO convention for that matter. Hopefully this gives you a little bit of insight. I will actually mention a person came up to me. I don't remember his name at the moment. I might actually put it on the screen. He came up to me and told me my video for last year's Brick Rodeo inspired him to want to go out and display something and go to Brick Rodeo. And that, honestly, it meant the world. And if anything with my videos, that is what I'm aiming to do. I just would like to entertain you guys and educate you. So if I'm able to inspire you to do something, to get outside your box, that is just fantastic. One of my end goals for being here on YouTube and talking with you guys. So with that, we are going to wrap up the video. I do appreciate you guys. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Remember, in life and in LEGO, never stop building.